Alright guys, if you're just joining me, my name is Tony and I'm going to take you through how to resolve most of the problems that most pioneers are facing. So if you're having issues with your KYC, you're having issues with logging into your app, you forgot your password, or you have a compromised wallet, now this is your best chance to resolve this thing. So I suggest you watch through this video as I'll put you through step by step on how to actually resolve these problems and get a good result. The first thing you need to do is to open your Pi mining app. As you can see on the screen, we have a mining app open for demonstration purposes. So I'm just using a demo one so that you can see exactly how it is. The first thing you do is to go straight to the top left of the mining app. When you click on the three dotted lines at the top left, you will see the menu open up for you. Now this menu, all you're interested right now is to scroll down until you see where it says support portal. Now, when you click on support portal, you'll be directed to this website. Pay attention because it's not just about directing you to your website, but also for you to confirm that you're on the right address. So take note of this web address at the top here. If you are not on this web address, simply just log out. Now, on this web address from your mobile phone or your PC, all you need to do is just scroll down. You have a lot of suggested forms that you can take, but what we are interested in for this demonstration is where it says need to raise request, contact us. You click on that from your mobile phone or from your laptop. You'll be shown a lot of other categories that you can choose from. So when you scroll down, the first one we're going to be talking about is if you're having trouble signing in or you have forgotten your password. I need you to pay attention through the steps. If you missed any of the steps, just simply rewind this video and go through it all over again. Now choose this option that says trouble signing in / forgot password. Once you click on it, it's going to open this page for you. Now take note that if you click on this drop down menu, you will see every other option that we did not select. But our concentration for this video is for people who have trouble signing in or they have forgotten their password. Now the first thing you need to do is to understand that there are some few things you need to fill here that are very, very important. If you don't fill those things, obviously, first of all, the form will not be submitted and then you will not get a response. People have been complaining that they are not receiving responses. So pay attention. The first step here is to click and provide a valid email address. Trust me, the email address you are providing here has to be the same email address you used when you were registering your Pi mining app. Do not provide any email address other than that. So I'll go ahead and just show you that. I provide this. The next line here is for you to provide the exact username you used for your mining app. In my case, it is this. I'm just demonstrating. I'm not going to submit this because I don't have this issue actually. Before I continue, notice that there are some asterisks on each of these. Anyone that has a red asterisk means that it is very, very important. It is required. So the next one here that says verification method is also quite important. What they're simply asking here is for you to select the verification methods that you have used earlier when you were confirming your account. Please do not take any verification method that you don't have access to. Even if you have used it in the past, but you don't have access to it, do not select. Only select the ones that you have access to. So if you have access to your phone number and you are quite sure that you have verified your account with the phone number, then you can select phone number. If not, you select your Facebook. You can select email, unverified, or you say you can't remember. Because you can select multiple of these does not mean you have to select every one of them. Here's how it works. If you can't remember what you verified your account with, simply just select this and leave that alone. If your account is yet to be verified, it has not been verified, but you don't have access to it because you've lost your password, then you can select unverified alone. But if you have verified your account and you verified your account from Facebook or using your phone number and even your email, those checks have been done, which means your account was fully verified. Then all you need to do is simply tick the three. Now, when you tick these three, it simply means that you've indicated that these are the features you activated when you verified your account. They're going to send you messages on the three of them. Let's talk about Facebook a little bit. The reason a lot of people are stuck is because the names they used in their Facebook are not the same names that they have used when they were registering their Pi network. If you have your name abbreviated either on Facebook or you have your name abbreviated when you're creating your Pi network account, then you're going to have a mismatch. You're going to have issues verifying that account. Always make sure that the exact way that you have your name or names on Facebook is the same way that you have your name or names mentioned or written on the mining app. Also note that the same way the names appear on Facebook or your mining app should also be the same way the names will appear on your government documents. What I mean by that is the same way your name appears on your international passport, for instance, should be the same way it appears on Facebook. So if that corresponds, that is the same way you're going to key it in when registering or creating an account with the Pi network. If this does not tally, I'm very sorry, guys, you're going to have issues trying to resolve that. Your verification is going to probably be on queue for a very long time. You're going to have a lot of issues trying to have it resolved. They might not even respond to your email because they can't resolve it for you from the back end. Now, after selecting that, the next thing you do is you go to remember password. Now, this is just a simple question. I've clicked the drop down. You can see it says yes, no, I never set a password. Now, if you don't have a password set for your app, which is almost impossible, if you don't have a password set, which I doubt, you simply just click on I never set a password. But if you had set a password for this, just simply click on yes. If you can't remember your password, click on no. If you can remember the password, click on yes. It's as simple as that. So let's just go on yes. Now it's going to ask you to sign in method. Are you going to use your Facebook to continue? Are you going to continue with your phone number? Or do you want to sign in using Apple for those of you who have or who are using iPhone? So once you said that, for instance, I'm going to pick yes. It says sign in method. Which method do I want to sign in from? For me, in my own level, I would probably take the three of them because I have my Apple set up, I have my phone number set up, and I have my Facebook set up. So I could just select the three, or I select one or two. So in this case, let's just say I select two, so I can verify from either Facebook or phone number. The next question is not really required, but they need it. All right. It's saying, are you having trouble logging into your Pi account with a Facebook account? If so, please let us know what is happening. Now, if you're having issues with that, which I think a lot of you are, what you have to do is go through the options that is given to select one that actually tallies with you. For instance, the first one says, when I tap on continue with Facebook, it redirects me to a blank page and fails to load. If you're having that issue, simply tick on that. If the issue you're having is it opens a new window and shows loading spinner, but the window closes. The third issue is it shows an error message saying Facebook login failed. Or maybe the problem you're facing is that when you click on the Facebook button to continue, as the continue with Facebook button, it works. But after you enter your username and password with Facebook, I'm signed into a new account. A lot of people also have been facing this. They're trying to log into their old account, but each time they do that, they end up opening a fresh new account. I've gotten comments with that. People are saying that I already have an account, but each time I try to log in, I see that they give me a new account. You can as well click on that. The next one says the continue with Facebook button works, but after I enter my username and password into Facebook, I get an error. Other issues, please specify. Now, if you tick tick on this, it means that you're going to specify what other issues that you're facing when you get to the bottom of this form. All right. But if you don't click on this, you don't need to fill that form at the end of this particular form we're looking at. Now, for demonstration purpose, I'm just going to maybe tick two of it. All right. Now, if you scroll down again, it says, are you having trouble logging into the Pi app with your phone number? If so, please let us know what is happening. This is another common problem or common issue that a lot of pioneers are facing. The first one says, when I tap on continue with phone number, it redirects me to a blank page and fails to load. I no longer have the phone number that I used at the time I signed up, which is very correct and true. So many people probably have changed their phone numbers and all that. If you're in that category, simply just select this and move on. The next option says, I forgot my password. After I tried to do account recovery and send the SMS text to verify my phone number, it shows a loading spinner but does not load. This is another common one that most people face. Now we have, I cannot remember the phone number that I signed up with. The next one is the continue with phone number. You get the gist. So you guys just go through it and find one that is applicable to you. Now let's move on. Said, are you experiencing other errors? You might actually be experiencing some other errors when you try to log in that is not just related to you logging in through Facebook or putting your password or verifying your phone number. It could actually be unable to synchronize, unexpected error, unknown error, other errors, and none. Remember, each time you pick other, you have to give reasons why you picked other because other means nothing until you explain why you're saying other reasons. Then below here, you simply just put in your phone number. Here you put in your phone model. Below here is asking you for Android or iOS. So when you click on it, it gives you the two options. You select which one is applicable to you. Now, when it's asking for specific software, you have to be specific here. If you are using the iOS, probably you're using the iOS 17.2. You have to write this. If you are not sure of the particular iOS you're using, the particular software, or the particular Android software you're using, simply refer back to your phone settings, check the particular one, and key it in here. The reason why this is being asked is because it's actually used to narrow down the issues you're having while trying to log in. And this will help you greatly. So every bit of information that you can provide, please do provide it and don't skip any. The next thing is that you type in the country you're coming from. Then here you now pick the date/time of the issue. This might be a bit tough because you're going to say, how do I remember exactly when it was? But what you need to do is to try and remember the period when you started noticing this. It could have been maybe 5 months ago or 2 months ago or yesterday. So once you remember the period when you started noticing this, that is the exact date you should put in. Now, for this part, remember when you were selecting order in the options, this is exactly where you now pencil down those other reasons that you have that is actually hindering you from connecting because you've forgotten your password or you lost your password and all that. This is where you go ahead and drop those other reasons why you cannot access your Pi account. At this point, I would like to stress that this video is actually for those that are having issues with the passwords to their mining app and not the passphrase to their wallet. We're going to do another video where we extensively tell you how you can resolve that issue. But for this one, this is just for the password to the mining app. Now, after you have filled the form and you are okay with that, you can now go ahead and send. But if you feel that you need to provide more evidence by taking screenshots of your mining app, take screenshots of what you're seeing, then please do take those screenshots as much as you can and make sure that the screenshots could actually outline or show where you're having these issues. Once you're done with that, all you need to do simply is to click on where it says browse, upload those images. Don't worry if there are 5, 6, or 2 of them. Upload all those images. This will help to give clarity to the issues that you're facing. Once they are fully uploaded, the next thing you do is to click on send. Also, check your emails for responses from them. Once you get the responses, they will give instructions of what to do next, and then you can now open your mining app. Watch for the next videos that is coming in this series where I tackle every problem head on, step by step, on how you can resolve them. My name is Tony, and this is Basic Knowledge. See you in the next video.